Hey guys, welcome back to yet another video of TechWafer. Hopefully you are having a great time, and in this video I'm going to unbox the Tecno Spark 6, which falls in the lower end smartphone segment and yet provides the chipset that's available even in mid-range segment devices. So without further ado, let's take a look at the box and then we'll go straight to the unboxing. At the front side of the box, you can clearly see that this smartphone is going to have a huge display with a punch hole camera inside. And as far as the storage is concerned, this smartphone is going to have a 64 gigs internal storage with 4 GB of RAM. And at the left side of the box, you can clearly see that this smartphone is going to have a 16 megapixel AI quad camera setup with 6.8 inches dot-in display, 5000 mAh battery with the Helios G70 processor and Bluetooth audio share. At the back of the box, you are going to find this specs sheet. We've gone through all major specs already, so we are going to skip this. And the smartphone that we have with us is in the ocean blue color. Let's lift the box, and the unboxing experience is as usual smooth. There it goes. And at the top of the box you are going to find this Tecno Spark device, and this one is tremendously huge. We'll come back to the device later, but first let's take a look at the other components in the box. And then there's this flap. And then in the flap you're going to find a 13 months warranty of Tecno with the Tecno Mobile's user guide, and then the silicone protector, and it shows that this smartphone is going to have a rounded camera setup. And don't you worry about that, we'll get to that very soon. And at the back of the flap you're going to find the SIM ejector pin. And then in the box you're going to find this power brick that is a standard 10 watt adapter, I guess, and it is yet to see that how long this power brick will take to charge the Tecno Spark 6 up to 100%. And they are also providing a 3.5mm earphones along with the box. And last thing in the box is this USB 2.0 connecting cable, and this smartphone comes with a USB Type 2.0 connector rather than Type C. Now that we are done with the box, let's take a look at the device, and there are these key features mentioned. I've already discussed all of those. Now it's time to remove this cover from the top, and here it goes. Now that we have removed the cover, let's take a look at the back first, and not bad. You're getting a circular camera setup at the back. Right beneath it you are going to find the fingerprint scanner, and then there's this Tecno Spark branding as well. Let's remove this IMEI sticker. And speaking about the build quality, this smartphone is made up of plastic material, and also the body is made up of plastic material too. And apart from that, the design at the back is also in the glassy finish, as you can see, that's clearly visible. And with that you can also clearly see that there are these flares that are being shot from top to bottom, and these layers are pretty visible. So let's talk about the display, and this phone is carrying a 720 pixels of resolution display on a 6.8 inches panel with a punch hole camera that's right there. And as far as the display's quality is concerned, the colors are vibrant, and as far as the viewing angles are concerned, as you can see, you can watch or enjoy the movie from the sides as well. Even though it's an IPS panel, not an AMOLED panel, yet it provides a decent brightness. And the only thing I didn't like about the display or the screen are these bezels. I've found them to be bit larger compared to some other devices that falls in the same price bracket. The display, even though is 6.8 inches, but it is not huge as the Tecno's Power 4 Pro. This one really carries a tremendously huge display on the front of the smartphone, and if you have not watched the Tecno's Power 4 video, the link is in the description. Coming back to the Tecno Spark 6, let's take a look at the right side of the device. On the right side you are going to find the volume rockers placement with the power button, and as far as their ease of use is concerned, these buttons are easily reachable for hands like me, but if you're having a small hands, then there could be a problem while you are using it single-handedly. They are a bit clicky as you can see, but they are responsive for sure. At the left side of the device, you are going to find this SIM tray that carries a dedicated micro SD card slot along with the dual SIM slot. That means you can extend the 64 gigs of internal storage that's available in the smartphone even further. And unlike other smartphones, you are not going to find anything at the top. At the bottom of the smartphone, you are going to find USB 2.0 connector with a 3.5mm headphone jack and microphones placement. And I am curious to know where are the speakers of this smartphone have been placed. You are not going to find speakers at the bottom of the smartphone because they have been placed right here. Let's test them. And as far as the speaker is concerned, I think that's a single stereo speaker setup that we are going to find on this device, and I think that's okay. As far as my experience is concerned, the front-facing speakers are always welcome because these speakers enhance the gaming as well as multimedia experience a lot. But a little recommendation of mine here is that the speakers should have been in the stereo setup because that takes the audio experience to the next level. I have set up the fingerprint scanner as well as the face unlock feature, so let's test that. So the face unlock, as you can see, is pretty quick and the response time is also great. As far as the fingerprint scanner is concerned, let's test that. And as you can see, the fingerprint scanner is a lot faster even compared to the face unlock. Let's talk about the camera setup, and as you can see, this phone is carrying a quad camera setup and the primary sensor here is a 16 megapixel sensor. I'm not entirely sure about the rest of the three cameras, but I'm pretty sure that one of them is a depth sensor, then there's this micro camera, and last but not the least is an ultra wide lens. And right beneath the camera setup, you're going to find this LED flash placement and the fingerprint scanner. And at the front, there is this 8 megapixel sensor. And now it is time to test the cameras of the TechnoSpark. And you are now looking at the camera sample of this smartphone on your screen. Let me know how did you find them in the comment section down below. Okay, so the device is set up. Let's take a look at the about section of the smartphone, and as you can see, this smartphone is running iOS version 7.0 based on Android 10.0. And as far as the user experience of this interface is concerned, I think it is being improved, but still I have a complaint that I mentioned earlier in my techno videos, and that is the bloatwares needs to be removed from the smartphone. Even though there are not many as we used to see on Tecno's smartphone, but still there are some apps that needs to be removed. And as far as the overall experience or the navigation is concerned, that's pretty convenient. As you can see, the response time of the Helios G70 is also great. The apps doesn't take too long to open. The response time is superb. And as far as the animations are concerned, they're also super smooth, as you can see. Okay, so as far as the gaming experience of Tecno's Spark 6 is concerned, I have played a full round of PUBG Mobile on this smartphone. I've tried it on HD settings as well as on balanced, but the best part is it didn't lag even for a single split of second on the ultra frame rates on the balanced setting. However, the game lagged when I was playing it on the HD settings on high frame rates. So if you are going to play games like PUBG Mobile or Call of Duty on this smartphone, my personal recommendation is you should go for the balanced setting and the ultra frame rates, because the game plays super smooth and you will not find any lag at all. And while we are already speaking about the gaming performance, how can we miss the benchmarks? And as far as the Geekbench scores are concerned, this phone managed to get 376 single core scores and 1323 multi-core scores, and these scores are above average in this price segment. Speaking about the battery life of this smartphone, this phone has a 5000 mAh battery, and that's a lot of battery, I guess. But if you are an aggressive smartphone user, then it should last at least a complete day and another half day while you are playing the games as well as watching multimedia on this smartphone. As far as my first impression about the Tecno Spark 6 are concerned, this one is a pretty good to go for device in this price segment, especially if you are considering a large battery with reasonably powerful chipset. Even though it's not like top-notch chipset that they are providing right here, but in this price segment, the Helios G70 is a good pick. But I am going to provide you my final verdict on this smartphone in my review video. So for that, if you have not subscribed to TechWafer already, press the subscribe button as well as press the bell icon so you never miss another update from TechWafer. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to like this video, share it with your friends and family, and also subscribe to TechWafer for more fresh content like this. See you in the next one. Till then, peace out.